Davis, first NBA player since 2016 in a playoff game with 7 blocks and 3 steals. The last player to do it was Draymond Green. Kind of impact Anthony Davis had on defense.
Originally, how concerned you were, and then what you did at halftime to kind of get it sorted out for the second half.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson just kind of came down on my shoulder. I didn't see the play, so I'm not sure if he came down or just hit it, whatever, but had a little stinger where my arm went completely numb. It was weak. Couldn't lift it up or hold it up myself. Couldn't move it, and just went to the back early. We had maybe a couple seconds or a minute or so. Went to the back and just did some strength things, trying to get feeling back, and I was good to go.
A pretty dominant defensive performance from you, not just the blocks and the steals, but just taking away a lot in the middle where Ja wanted to get. How did that line up with what the game plan was, and what did you feel like ended up playing out for you on the court?
Yeah, obviously, Ja's the head of Snake. His pick and roll game is elite. He got the floaters. His launch pad. He jumps very high, gets downhill. So I just want to take all that away, being up a little bit more, and just kind of making him see a crowd. You gotta treat him as such. Because he blow by guys, and he's very shifty. 6 feet, so he very slithery, and you just want to draw a crowd. Excuse me, show a crowd and make him find other guys or shoot a tough shot. Obviously he's good enough where he's going to make some, but just make it tough for him all game.
Austin said that you and LeBron kind of set the tone for how you guys approached Game 1 when you addressed the team on Thursday. How much can you share with us of what your message was? You spoke to the team on Thursday, I guess, film session or whatever you guys got together was. How much of your message can you share with us? What did you want your younger teammates to know about the playoffs heading into this game?
No, I mean, we just kind of told them that playoffs are different. For us, we've been in playoff mode for 2 months, battling, but it's different. Physicality increases as we saw today. Mental aspect is a lot different. Valuing possessions. Just things that we learned throughout our course of our career being in the playoffs, and a lot of these guys have not been there. So we just want to kind of harp on what it takes to kind of be in the playoffs and what it takes to win games in the playoffs, especially a road game. And that's all it was about. Obviously, Game 1 is always a fill-out game, just kind of see what teams are doing. Both sides are doing. They see what we're doing, we see what they're doing, and just go out and just play hard and have fun, and we'll make adjustments accordingly. But that's kind of all we kind of told them.
AD, Ruby had 29, Austin had 23, including 9 straight at that one point in the fourth. How important were their offensive contributions tonight, and then just moving forward, what you guys need from your supporting cast, like those types of nights?
Yeah, like I said, we got a lot of guys who can score the basketball. I think Ruby hit 5 threes tonight. Austin being Austin. Just instilling confidence in these guys. We work on it in practice, where the shots is going to come from. And, Rudy took advantage. We worked on those shots all yesterday, days before. Austin just obviously being himself. He's been playing at an elite level over the past, month and a half or so. And, their contribution tonight and their performance today, helped us get a victory. So we're going to continue to need, those guys. I think playoffs is all about, obviously, the guys are keying in on the stars. Me, Bron, trying to figure out how they can take us out the game. But you win games, playoff games, with your role players, and that's exactly what happened tonight. Austin and Rui stepped up big.
AD, along those lines, I mean, I think if we sit down here in most fourth quarters and see LeBron only took 1 shot in the fourth until those dunks late. I think you only had 1 shot attempt. Like most nights, that would be a bad sign for this team. What does that say about your trust level in this group and LeBron's trust level in this group, despite it being, really only a few months?
Yeah, like I said, guys make the right plays, and it's our job as, you know, the guys who's getting all attention to continue to make the right play and trust our guys. And, you know, obviously it happened quickly for us. It had to happen quickly for us because of the circumstance that we're in. But, I mean, it means a lot to those guys, too. When you come in and, you know, like the shot Dennis made, you know, against Minnesota. Bron could have, you know, that's his shot going left. He could have shot the fadeaway, but he kicks it to Dennis and he makes it 3. So, you know, it gives those guys confidence that we trust them, and we do trust them to make the right play. So when you got a lot of guys who's in it for each other and want to win, everybody's on the same page. It doesn't matter who scores, as long as we score the basketball and continue to make the right plays.
Follow on that, does that make it easier than, you know, if it's crunch time, you know, whether it's game 2 or game 3, and you have to take over, knowing that they've like kind of built this?
Absolutely, and it also, you know, not only that, but it also puts the other team, you know, on notice that you have to guard these guys. You know, they make shots, they make plays. Okay, now it's tougher to double because now you got guys who, if we double, they're going to make shots and make the right play. So, like I said, game 1 is always kind of a fill-out game and see what's going on. And we made a lot of the right plays tonight on both ends of the floor. So, you know, we're going to continue to trust these guys. And like I say, I think championships are won and games are won, you know, when the role players play well.
Anthony, Rui was just in here saying that you and Austin were kind of giving him a hard time about his weak dunk package. He thought he had a pretty good one today. What did you think?
He had a great one. You know, we always mess with Rui, man. He has his clip saved on his phone of him dunking on me when he was in Washington. And he shows Austin all the time. And actually, the officer tried to elbow me in the face. They didn't call it, though. But, you know, we gave him a hard time about it. Like, you know, your dunk package is not elite. You know, you just do regular dunks. And he told us yesterday, he said, watch, I'm going to dunk on somebody this series. And it happened game 1, you know. So on a guy who is a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. So it was cool to watch.
AD, with 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes and 11 seconds, you guys are up 113, 112. You guys close on a 15-0 run. What was that like on the court, especially with some teammates that didn't have much playoff experience going through that run?
Like I say, we were very well connected on both ends of the floor. You know, we hang our hats on the defensive end, and, you know, when it's crunch time, you know, we do a lot of communicating. We in the huddle on the court, you know, and talking about things. And we just wanted to make life hard for those guys, to make them take tough shots and rebound the basketball. And that's what we did, you know. Intensity is going to pick up, obviously, and physicality is going to pick up, obviously, you know, with it being the playoffs. And, you know, when it's crunch time, those are the times when you need to get stops and get buckets, and we were able to do both.